So jumping straight into it, you and Lupita went to theatre school together?
Yale School of Drama together.
Wow. So have you had, on this journey, like you've been in two significant cultural films, have you had to kind of like pinch each other, like, oh my God, we're here?
I think I'm constantly pinching her because she's a little bit further along her journey than myself. But I was always like, are you seeing this? We were on the set of, Us, going from one set to another, and we were driving by the Jaws thing, and like the sharks popping out of the water and fires blowing, and I'm like, do you see what's going on right now? And we just wanted jobs, period. And you have an Oscar right now. So it's really, it happens a lot, just pulling out. Yeah.
Like surreal and stuff. So
Very
jumping into Gabe, Daddy Gabe.
Daddy Gabe.
You mentioned yesterday at the preview that you were drawing from TV dads, and I think we all did that for those who had absent fathers in the home. So in the UK right now, we're going through a renaissance where black men are trying to reclaim the negative stereotypes which are associated with them, from being violent to being in gangs to being absent, as it were. To being cheaters. All this negative stuff. So in shaping Gabe's character and drawing from these favourite TV dads, was there any consciousness, because I'm sure African-American men are going through the same type of thing, was there any consciousness in what kind of dad you wanted to bring to the screen in this crazy world?
Of course, but I wanted to bring a universal father. I wanted to say this is what your all-American dad looks like and does look like. Not someone who isn't present and is absent. Someone who's totally present, but if they are absent, it might be because of a lack of awareness of your experience, something that we could all kind of attach ourselves to. So that was a big thing for me, and really interrogating masculinity overall, because I think Gabe's lens is one that's defined by the patriarchy in general, which is I speak, you listen.
Yeah.
I most likely am the breadwinner.
Head of the household.
Exactly, head of the household. And then, but the performance of Gabe is something that isn't like classically masculine on screen. He's not your Western hero that is like brooding and stoic. Yeah. He is overly articulate and deeply emotional. He can do so many things all at once. He gets to be goofy, sexual. He gets to be both an action-packed guy and still be a bit aloof, So he gets to do all these things all in one, so he doesn't actually represent that. And for me, it was really important showing that duality just in Gabe. And to some degree, making a new pathway for normality in black masculinity.
That's brilliant, yeah. So it's so hard, because this is something that we cannot cannot say spoilers for. Yeah. This film is layered, it's got messages. Without spoiling it, what's your take on what Us means?
I think deeply for me, it's about cultures of power and privilege. And it speaks to the American dream. It holds a lens up to the American dream, but as a result, it really speaks to privilege, which is universal. You could look at this from a British, UK standpoint, or in France or whatever. And what it says is once you adhere to the narratives of that privilege, you then also become responsible for the sins of it. And are you prepared for those sins to look like you once it adopts your footprint? And if those sins showed up at your door, are you prepared for it to look like you, and what would you do?
Okay, are we going to see M'Baku go toe-to-toe with Thanos? Are we going to see him do that?
I can't say. All I can tell you is that, it's going to be good, and it's, Marvel, they just literally are trying to build on everything. They just build on, and they appreciate their fans, so they're always trying to build on what they've done before, so it's good stuff.
That was such a clever answer. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure.